Today we're heading out to Shane and Loretta's. They're friends of ours, and about a month or so ago they bought a used motorhome, and Loretta told me that she's having problems with the electrical system. Her batteries aren't staying charged, and asked us to go out and take a look. So we're here with Loretta and their Fleetwood Discovery. What year is this?
It's an 11.
And 2011. And you've had it for how long?
A couple weeks.
You called and said you had it sitting out here, and you came out and tried to use the jacks and got a low battery alert.
Yes, low voltage it said.
Low voltage.
Yes.
Okay, so what we're going to do is kind of look this over and see what it's got. You'd mentioned that it has a 100-watt solar panel.
I think it's 100 watt.
We'll see if that's working, see what the batteries are doing, and see if we can help out.
Yeah, there's one inverter for the refrigerator specifically all by
Okay.
itself, and then the other one is for everything else.
So this came factory with a residential refrigerator, right?
Yes,
Okay.
correct.
All right, we're at 13.3 volts.
And I am currently plugged into
Yeah, okay.
30 amp, I believe.
13.3
Okay.
for float voltage, which seems maybe a tad bit on the low side, but I guess maybe we'll look at batteries.
Yeah, that was the other, seeing if I need to replace my
Yeah.
batteries.
All right, so here's the batteries, and the contacts look relatively clean, and not a lot of corrosion, but I can look down and see the top of the cells. So see right down here at the bottom of this plastic, that water should be up at this top level.
Oh, okay.
So they're really low.
Okay, and that's distilled water.
Yes.
Okay, I have.
We're going to put some water in these batteries and try and get some more life out of them, but flooded lead acid batteries have got a limited life. All right, so let's see if we can get some water in here. All right, so we've got this. So this guy here just twists
okay.
and unlocks them all.
Got it. And does it matter which hole you pour it in? Are they all?
They're three separate cells, so you got to
separate,
do
okay.
all three.
Okay.
Okay, here it is, 616. So these are 5-year-old batteries, which is
These are 6, correct? 6 volt?
6 volt, right?
Okay. And are these wired, is it inline, is that what it's called? Or is it
They're in
in series?
parallel series.
Parallel series.
6.18. Well, that's good news. They're all at the same voltage. When I got my motorhome, I was having some voltage problems and found one of my 4 batteries was, a volt and a half lower than all the rest.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You doing, bud?
Good, good. So,
And then Phil?
so we were really, really low. And what did I use? A gallon and a half
Gallon and a
for
half
the
of
6
distilled water.
batteries.
Add gum.
So you don't know the history before you got this, and you've had this thing just a few weeks, and these batteries are way down in liquid.
Okay.
So they've been abused.
Okay.
So you're talking about a cross-country trip here in another month or so. And these batteries, which you've got a lot of batteries, which I was telling her is really good, except right now
Because we have to replace
when
them.
you should replace them.
Yeah, well,
So
there's always that. I've been wondering about replacing them, so you just answered my question.
and what I'm recommending is AGMs, that's auto glass mat, and what they are is they're no maintenance. And so where these had low water, you never have to check water again. The only thing you need to do is glance at them, make sure everything's still tight, which you should do.
I like that.
This nasty, dirty corrosion, which yours is still pretty clean, goes away.
Okay.
You will need to change your settings on your inverter.
Okay.
I can do that
I was
again.
about to say, you might need to make another trip
Yeah.
out here.
So we'll have to find your inverter manual so I can find
I
out how to
have the
get to it.
man. I've been
Okay.
reading through them, but like I
Cool.
said, it's like,
So since you sit here plugged in all the time,
mm-hmm.
you know, your batteries are going to stay happy. And the AGM's got a couple of other advantages. They charge faster. The way the chemistry is, they've got a lower internal resistance, so they'll charge a lot faster. They'll last a little bit longer. And, you know, a flooded lead acid against an AGM would probably last an equal amount of times, but it's harder to take care of these. Very few people are diligent enough to check the water every month and keep them in tip-top shape. They're just not going to hold up.
and I would prefer something a little less
Yeah.
maintenance.
Yeah, you got enough going on.
Yeah.
You're spending money. You want to decide when you're spending it, not have this thing decide
Right.
alongside the road somewhere.
That's true.
Danny would be happy if he saw him.
He would be.